Hi friends, it's Miss G. Welcome to another lesson. So today we're continuing talking about then and now, or now and then. Now I want you to think about, is it an informational text or a storybook? That's our first question we're going to answer, okay? Informational is about a real thing. A storybook is like the Three Little Pigs, not a real thing. So think about it. Think about which one you pick and think about the reasons why you're picking it. So, this text is actually informational. Why? Because Benjamin Franklin was a real person, and everything in this book is about his inventions, which are real. So, even though it's drawings, it's still informational text, okay? So, let's learn a little bit more about Benjamin Franklin before we get back into our story.
Hey, it's time to start learning with fun facts about Benjamin Franklin for kids. Come on, let's get this party started with Benjamin Franklin. Did you know he's one of my favorite peeps in history? Benjamin Franklin was known as a diplomat, a scientist, inventor, and a writer. Now, if we were singing, Go Benjamin, It's Your Birthday, his birthday would be on January 17th, and he was born in 1706. When it comes to baseball, football, and basketball, many people think of this city for the Red Sox, the Patriots, or even the Celtics. But Benjamin Franklin was born in Boston, Massachusetts. When it came to Ben's father, he was a soap and candle maker named Josiah Franklin. Josiah had a lot of kids, and Ben was his 15th child and his youngest son. Now, as a kid today, many of you go to school. You probably might be watching me at school now. But this wasn't the same back then. At the age of 12, Benjamin Franklin began working under his brother as an apprentice in a print shop. It was there, a lot of people say, this is where he got his skills in reading and writing because he got to read a lot of stuff that came through in the print shop. When it came to inventing things, Benjamin Franklin was very smart too. For example, he taught himself how to swim, and many people knew Ben for swimming long distances because he made flippers out of wood. That's crazy. Also, when it came to seeing Benjamin Franklin, he took glasses to a whole nother level. I'm telling you. With glasses, a lot of people wear them so they can see far, or they wear them so they can see up close. But Ben Franklin did the 2-for-1, and he made bifocals where you could see long distances and up close, all with the same pair of glasses. In the world of politics, Ben Franklin helped to draft the Declaration of Independence and the U.S. Constitution, which gives us our laws here in the United States today. He also negotiated the 1783 Treaty of Paris, which ended the Revolutionary War. Ben Franklin died on April 17, 1790, and although Ben Franklin is gone, his works and life will never be forgotten as he will go down in history as one of the greatest Americans. And that was some fun facts about Benjamin Franklin for kids.
So that was just a really quick little video about Benjamin Franklin and his life. He was one of 15 kids. Do you have 15 siblings? I don't know about that, friends. So I have 3 siblings. It's me, my brother, and my 2 sisters. And that's kind of a lot sometimes too. So I can't imagine 15 kids. That's a lot. So now today's lesson, what we're doing is going over the main topic and key details. So to find the main topic, which is what the story is mostly about, how do we find it in informational text? I got a better question. Is it usually in the beginning or in the end? Let's look at transportation then and now, right? Right in the beginning, it says, transportation carries people from one place to another. Transportation has changed over time. So for transportation then and now, the main topic was transportation changed over time. Did they say that in the end of the book, that transportation changed over time? No. When did they say it? In the beginning. So we are going to look at the beginning of Now and Then to see what is the main topic, okay? So, my friends, let's go through the video. I think that will be more fun.
Franklin, to be precise. And we think about his many inventions. Inventions he originated more than 200 years ago.
Ooh. So this first page we're going to discuss first, right? Because this is the first page of our story. And Miss G, like she's done before, has made our class. So here we have the video up of the first 2 pages of our story. And I ask you guys at home, how does this illustration help show us what the book might be about? So just looking at this picture here, what do you think this story might be about? I want you to answer at home. And now I'll have my friends answer here. The book is about Benjamin Franklin. Good job. You see Benjamin Franklin right here, right? That makes sense. What else? The book is about when he lived a long time ago. Now, how do you know that? Well, I see they're wearing old clothes, and I see these old streets, and the picture's a little brown and white. It's not a lot of color, so maybe that's it too. These buildings look kind of old too. Good job. I like how when you said your answer, you came up with ideas for it too from our story. So I hope at home when you answer your question, you have reasons why you answered that, right? So Ms. G has one more question. How do the words on this page help us understand what this text will be about? So the words on this page were, again, now and then we think about Ben, Dr. Benjamin Franklin to be precise, and we think about his many inventions, inventions he originated more than 200 years ago. So listening to those words, what do you think this story will be about? They say his inventions. Good job, friends. So we see that it's about Benjamin Franklin in the first few pages, and they're talking about his inventions in the words. Good job. So let's see what's next.
Inventions. Inventions he originated more than 200 years ago. It was as if Ben could see into the future. Almost everything he created is still around today. For instance,
So now we're on page 4, right, of the book. So by now we should be getting an idea of what the main topic of the story will be. So going back to our slides, let's talk about here. Let's talk about in our classroom. Looking at this page again, these 2 pages, how does this illustration help us show what the story might be about? So we're looking at this picture now. And what do you think the story might be about, guys? At home? So let me ask my class here. The picture still shows Benjamin Franklin. That's very true. We still see him in the picture, so maybe this really is just about him. But what else, friends? I see the new flag, so this is about now. So she noticed in this photo, right? There's the new flag here. In the other photo, there was an old flag. And Miss G can show you here. A little bit closer. So here we have an old flag. She knew it was an old flag because it looks older. The stars are different, right? And now when we come here, it's the new flag. There's a lot more stars and it looks cleaner and newer, right? So going back to our classroom, my 2 friends answered already. So these are both great answers. And this is what I want you to do in class, friends. There isn't just exactly one right answer. There can be a few good ones. So my next question is, what does it mean to create something? How do the words on this page help us understand what the text will be about? So the words are on this page, in case you forgot. It was as if Ben could see into the future. Almost everything he created is still around today. Almost everything he created is still around today. So listening to the words, what do you think this text will be about? He made things that we use today. Good. So it's about Benjamin Franklin, it's about inventions, it's about what we use today. So now we have all that information, friends. So now the next step is, what is the main topic of this text? Of this informational text, what is the main topic? What's the main topic of our story, friends? At home, I'll give you a moment to answer. Alrighty, here, my friends, what do you guys think the main topic is? The main topic is Benjamin Franklin. Good. Why do you think that? Because we saw him in both those pictures. That's a good answer. Anyone else? The main topic is his inventions. Good. Why do you say that? Because it said his inventions in the words on the page before and now. Good. And notice, friends, how these friends here are answering the question and they're telling me why they got those answers. Anytime you answer a question, you have to be prepared to say why. Anytime you make a statement, anytime you have an opinion, you have to be prepared to tell someone why you think that, okay? And what evidence makes you think that. Anyone else? The main topic is his inventions, and they are still here. Great. I hope at home you have similar answers. So basically, the main topic of then and now is people still use Benjamin Franklin's inventions today. So it's talking about ones before and ones now. Great. Good job, friends. Now I want you thinking about, since we found the main topic, what's the next thing we do? That chart we make at the end of our lessons to start talking about, to start getting ready for our papers, right? There's always this like long ago and now. What do we call those things? They are the key details, right? The key details in our text. And we need those to talk about the main topic and to talk about what this story is about, right? What Ben and Now is about. So now we're going to collect the key details in our text. The only thing is, this is a very long book. So Ms. G is going to fast forward to the parts that she really wants you paying attention to. And when you pay attention for key details, what exactly are you looking at on the book? What are you looking at here? Are you looking back here? No. You're looking at the book, and what on the book? You're looking at the words and the pictures, okay? So even though we're not using the book, even on the video, you look at the pictures and you listen to the words, okay? So Ms. G is going to go back, and I'm going to fast forward to the points that I want you guys paying attention to the key detail, okay? I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. And here we go.
Now, bifocals are very common. Bifocals combine two sets of lenses into one pair of glasses. The bottom lens helps see near, and the top lens helps see far. Ben originally designed bifocals for himself after he grew tired of switching between two pairs of glasses.
Okay, so that's one invention I want you paying attention to, one key detail. All right, so we're going to move on to the next one.
Now, this gadget goes by many names, such as the grabber. Everyone has seen one. It's the long stick that helps grab items from out-of-reach places. Ben invented the original device and called it the long arm because it worked like a very long arm. Now, swimmers Sailors and divers use flippers to move faster through the water. Ben invented things even when he was a boy. He was an avid swimmer and built wooden flippers for both his hands and feet.
So I'm going to stop it right there. I know there's other inventions of Ben Franklin, but like we said, we're going to concentrate on specific ones, okay? So now Miss G's fast forwarding a little bit more, and I want you paying attention to these key details as well.
Now, every automobile has an odometer to measure the distance it travels. Ben invented the odometer when he was Postmaster General, so he could measure his postal routes. Now, almost every large community includes a library, a hospital, a post office, a fire department, and a sanitation department. Ben lived in a city that had none of these establishments, so he helped organize the first of each.
So now we're going to talk about the key details Miss G wants you to focus on, okay? And as we do that, Miss G wrote already our chart. So on the top, I have the main topic, which is Benjamin Franklin's inventions help people today, right? And now Miss G wants you to specifically start thinking about what you are most interested in, which invention you like the most, okay? And we're going to start writing later on about which invention. So the first one was bifocals, and here they are. Long ago, Ben, and you can see the old bifocals here, and then we have now. And now the glasses now look the same, right? They look like every other glasses. So I have a picture of someone wearing bifocals now, and I have a picture of Benjamin Franklin wearing bifocals then. Long arm, that's for number 2. Long ago, Ben. So here is his long arm. It's very old. It's from a very long time ago. It was probably much nicer looking, cleaner, smoother, but since it's very, very old, this is how it looks now. Now, and this is the same thing. So they call it the long arm, but you can also call it a grabber, okay? So look at the difference between the two. Going to here. 3, number 3 is the flippers. So long ago, Ben, and as they said in our story, he had wooden flippers. Now we don't really use hand flippers as much. Now we just use foot flippers, and they're usually made of plastic. Number 4 is an odometer. Long ago, Ben, and this is his odometer. Now, and this is ours. So you might have seen this in the car. It's just measuring how fast you're going and how long you've ridden in the car. So this says a long way, right? Miles per hour. Lots of miles in this car. It's just measuring how many miles you did, how far you've driven. And this is Benjamin Franklin's version long ago. Last but not least, city services, right? So I used the part of the book from our story. It says now almost every large community includes a library, hospital, a post office, a fire department, and a sanitation department. And you can see that all here, right? It says library here. It says sanitation department here. That's the garbage trucks, and they're trying to show you in the picture. Here you have a post office, and you can see the mail person here. And here is the fire department. Ben lived in a city that had none of these establishments, so he helped organize the first of each. So when he lived in his time, there was none of this. There wasn't firehouses, there wasn't post office, there wasn't garbage people, but here they are. See, look, back in the days, there weren't cars. They had to use horses to pull all the garbage off the floor. They were putting in a wagon, and that's how they got rid of it, friends. So, looking at our chart, right? It's a little different than our other transportation and now, communication then and now. And what do you notice? What's the difference in these charts? Well, I can tell you this. Ms. G put number 1 bifocals, right? Then I put long ago and I have the pictures, and now I have pictures. But is it a whole new thing? And what I mean is, long ago he made these type of glasses. Now, are they still glasses? They are, right? Think about it this way. Long ago, Ben had a stick, Benjamin Franklin, to grab things that were up high. Now, we also use a stick to grab things up high. It just looks a little different. Long ago, he invented wooden flippers. Now, we use plastic flippers. Long ago, his odometer looked like this. Now, our odometers look like this. So what you're noticing the pattern is that even though they're saying long ago or Ben and now, it's the same thing, right, friends? So it's not like long ago there weren't any cars and now there are, two different things. It's the same thing. We just made it a little bit better. So this is the difference for Ben and now. It's a little different than your typical story, okay? Because it doesn't change over time. We just made it a little bit better. Alrighty, friends. That is it for today. We quickly went over our chart. We quickly went over the main topic. We quickly went over the details. And what was the main topic of our story again, friends? It was that people still use Benjamin Franklin's inventions today. So that means the same invention that he made, we still use it today. We haven't really changed it. We just made it a little bit of improvements, okay? All right, friends, no shout outs today. I'll probably do them tomorrow, but I hope you have a great day and miss you guys, love you guys. Have a great day.